Hola FLEETsters, welcome to another episode of FLEETtv. I am your host today, Carla Navarrete. Have you ever wondered, is salt water more dense than regular tap water? Will things float or sink easier in either one of these options? Well, our FLEETster in the field, Lauren, has got the experiment to help you test it out.
Hi guys, Miss Lauren here. Today, what do you think we're going to be talking about? That's right, I'm dressed to go snorkeling in the ocean. I have my mask to see underwater, my snorkel to breathe under the surface, and my swim shirt to shield me from the sun. Now, I love to go swimming in pools and lakes, and especially the ocean. Have you guys ever thought about how those places are different from one another? How is the ocean different from a lake? If you said the ocean is made up of salt water, you're right. Salt is an incredibly important compound in the ocean, and sometimes it's actually easier to swim in salt water than it is in fresh water. Today I'm going to walk you guys through an awesome at-home experiment. But first, I want to introduce a big word to you. Don't worry if you don't understand it yet, it's kind of tough. You ready? That word is density. Now, not all objects are the same, right? No. Just like different objects have different weight, they also have different density. Big items that feel light, like a ping pong ball, are actually less dense than small items that feel heavy, like a metal ring. It's okay if it's a little confusing. That's why we're here. All right, let's go experiment.
These are all of the materials you need to do this experiment at home. I have sea salt, 2 glasses of water filled about 2/3 of the way, 2 eggs, and a tablespoon measurer. First, what you're gonna do, fill 1 glass about 2/3 of the way full with water. Now, young scientists, what do you think will happen if you carefully drop an egg into the glass of water? Think about it, and I want you to go ahead and try, just like this. It's sunk, huh? In the other glass, I want you to stir in 3 tablespoons of salt. You want to make sure you mix it really well to dissolve all of the salt in the water. Now that we stirred in 3 tablespoons of salt into that glass of water, what do you think will happen when we drop an egg in there? Do you think it'll sink just like that one? Or do you think it might do something different? Did you guys make your predictions? All right, let me try it. Whoa! What is it doing? Did it sink to the bottom just like that one? I don't think so. It looks like it's floating. Why do you guys think the egg is floating in the saltwater mixture? Boing.
So, what happened? The second egg that we dropped in the salt water floated because we changed the density of the water. Do you remember that word? When added to water, items that are less dense than water will float, and items that are more dense than water will sink. So normally, an egg is more dense than water, and that's why it sinks. When we add salt to the water, we made the water more dense than the egg. So the egg floated. Do you think you can continue this experiment? Find other objects around the house and test them with your 2 glasses of water. So the big question, you guys, do objects float better in salt water or fresh water? That's right, salt water. That's why it's easier sometimes to swim in the ocean than it is in a lake. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.
Thank you, Lauren. I wonder if instead of salt, we add sugar, and that can make a difference. Or instead of eggs, maybe you can add some berries or some other types of fruit. The possibilities are endless. Now, we'll send it over to Ray and Dotson all the way to San Marcos.
Hey, Evelyn. Where do chemists put their dirty dishes?
In the dishwasher.
No. Not the dishwasher. They put their dishes in the zinc.
Thank you, Ryan. I think you've got Dad Joke of the Year award for that one. Now, who's ready to drop the bass? Oh, it's not that kind of bass? Maybe we'll send it over to Miss Pat Peluso so that she can tell you a little bit more about what she's doing with acids and bases.
I have a Ziploc bag here, some blueberries, yum, vinegar and lemon juice. I could have my choice. I'm going to mix them with some baking soda. Most important, I've got a measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon, please. So I'm going to start here with some blueberries that I put into my Ziploc bag. I'm going to crush them up a little bit, get some juice out of them. Nice and bluish purple color. I wonder what would happen if I put in some of that baking soda, if it stays that purple color. Now if I use a regular spoon, that can work, but I might get too much. I've seen what happens here, so I'm always a little bit more cautious. I'm going to measure a tablespoon. To measure a tablespoon, you don't make a mountain. You want to make it flat. But I keep my fingers out of my chemicals. I suggest you do too. Remember, I said it could be bitter. So if you put your fingers in it. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's purple anymore. What color are you seeing here? Weird. What color? I see a nice green. Wow, that's interesting. So a base takes that purple juice and made it green. I wonder what would happen now if I put in, I'm gonna try the vinegar because I got a lot more of that. Oh dear, how much should I put in? 1 spoonful? 2 spoonfuls? I'm going to be careful though, because what's happening in my bag? It's not green anymore. It's cold. Icy cold. Do you see what filled up the bag? Vinegar is an acid. Baking soda is a base. Putting them together, we've got bubbles. But wait, I could try another thing. Turmeric. This time I'm just going to wet it with some vinegar. Still that golden color. I like the blueberries because they changed color. Oh. I hope I didn't put too much in. Stick with that tablespoon of baking soda. Very cold again. I wonder what would happen if I use baking powder. What's the difference between baking soda and baking powder?
Who knew there could be so much chemistry in one place? Your kitchen. If you like these experiments, hit that share button. Make sure to like us. If you try them out, let us know. We want to hear all about it. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Adios.